Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the MJ Innocent podcast. I'm your host, Moonwalker Tanya. All right, so in this episode, we are going to go over statements from both Taj and TJ regarding the situation with Frank. Now, this one is from TJ. All right, so here we go. It disgusts me how deceitful vultures can be. They act like they are true and real, but they aren't. They only care about themselves and the money they can make off of their connections to achievers. I've seen this so many times, it's not even surprising anymore. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Now, I did have a screenshot of what Taj said, but when I was trying to post it to the community tab, the screenshot was too big where it wouldn't fit. So please bear with me because I do have to zoom in even more in order to read this, because unfortunately even though I do have the font all the way up to the top on my tablet, it's still not even close. All right, so here we go. My brothers and I tried to warn you guys over a decade ago about this family. They lost all respect for me when they chose to purposely scam the public with fake Michael Jackson songs sung by a sound-alike. Then even went on Oprah, to help sell the lucrative lie. Money and greed can do horrible things to weak people. I'm so disgusted, but not surprised, unfortunately. Unfortunately, at this point, I don't think we are either, Taj. Let's see. They sold their souls and integrity a while ago. I'm just pissed that my uncle wasted so much time, energy, and money with these vultures. Now, as far as I know, the last update that I got about the situation with Frank, the estate filed for arbitration. So I don't know if it'll be like the HBO case, where it'll be private and we won't have a lot of information. But yeah. And it just frustrates me that, because if you see the post that I made before those two messages from the Jackson family, you know, they've even tried to use the allegations against Michael as a distraction back when Jeffrey Epstein was accused. And then back in 2019, they tried to use Michael as a distraction when they were premiering the Harvey Weinstein documentary at the Sundance Festival that year. So it's very unfortunate. I'm trying to continue to hope for the best. You know, we need a law in the U.S. to protect the dead. Because like I said, you know, if money wasn't an option, no one would have accused Michael, because the only option they would have is to pursue the criminal case. And I don't remember if I've ever said this or not. I've told some people privately about it, but just in case if I've never said it in a video, you know, like how when Wade and James said that their lawsuit isn't about money, but they're asking for $1.5 billion? Let me put it to you this way. If they said it wasn't about money, and they only sued the estate for $2, for example, they would have a better chance of getting maybe 5 or 10% of support from me. because that would be the best way to prove that it isn't about money. And the fact that Frank is asking for $213 million. I mean, sheesh, Frank, are you in that much debt? See, that's why I'm glad I don't gamble. But anyway, I guess we'll just find out what happens as time goes on. So, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you think Michael is guilty, please ask questions instead of assuming. I hate it when they do that. I really hate it. All right. So let's have a great conversation in the comments.